Hey everybody, welcome back to the All American YouTube channel.
Hi.
And Connor, shut up. Today, we're back here working on my Camaro, and we got a new engine for this bad boy. This is engine number 2. We got engine number 1 over there.
We have been absolutely killing it tonight. We took this thing from, and what was it? It's been 3 hours now, and we threw this whole thing together in like 3 hours.
Well,
probably professionals watching this up laughing, going.
We got the transmission on. We got it cleaned up a little bit. There was some junk in the lifter valley. We got the water pump and the pulley on.
It's quite a clean engine, to be honest. It's very clean.
The only part we got some issues is down in here.
What the heck?
There's some junk down in those holes.
There's just
We're gonna have
stuff
to
like this.
I need to flush
brown.
the...
Not anymore.
Connor?
We're good. Actually, yeah, this will work good.
Oh yeah. So we got the old junk engine over there.
Yep. The old motor is right back there. Jeez.
So we're gonna be throwing this in probably tomorrow. We'll
Tonight.
put in. Wow.
We're throwing the thing in
gotta,
tonight.
Eat. I haven't eaten in a while now. I'm pretty hungry.
Well, we're marathoning this sucker.
All right.
Because we can we can throw it in right now.
Probably.
As it is. Well,
As
once we
is.
get that cleaned up and throw the oil and get the oil mixing through it, I think.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna keep doing the accessory drives until they get the heads on or get the stuff ready out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Connor, you gonna keep doing it? You gonna be quiet?
We don't have all that.
All right, so we'll keep you guys posted on what we're doing for the rest of this. When you start throwing it in, we'll start doing some explaining. Try to make it into kind of half of a tutorial on how to do this. So we're gonna get rolling. Look at that hat. Look at the hat sticking up on his head. Like some kind of weird Pope deal. Come on, Connor, why you got that hat sticking 5 inches up off the top of your head?
I think it's actually a 15.
Alright, we're back. We got the engine put all the way in. We didn't record any of it because we were moving fast, trying to get the car pushed in and the engine in. Well, the door was open. We wanted to move fast, so it stayed warm in here. And then once we started going, we just finished it. But I guess one thing that we did right before we put it in, we put a bunch of motor oil in the lifter valley, just and let that swish down inside of there, just to kind of pre-lubricate the cam and some of the other stuff as we put it in. And right now, we got Peter and Jake are still working on putting the transmission cross member in down there, so we can 15 mil. You want a ratchet or a? There's a red toolbox over there by the shop vac. No, by the shop vac. In there's a bunch of metric.
What we should cover. Another thing we did was we stood on the Camaro itself to sink on the front because the rear picker was too short, so the engine was kind of rusty there. But when we all stood on it,
we had to bring the
bit,
motor
so
down.
Room.
We needed like an extra inch. So we all just kind of pushed down on here, brought the car down enough so we could get the engine over top of the lip right here, get the oil pan over. That was kind of ghetto, but hey, whatever works. So yeah, we got that. We got in these bolts right here. We explained that when we put the motor in Peter's car, but that was really hard to see. It's just these bolts that go right through these little clamshell mounts in there. There, you can see that really good. The bolt just goes all the way through. And then on the other side over here, we put on the nut. That's how that goes. So now all we got to do is throw the heads on. We wanted to do that after we put the motor in the car because the old motor is right there occupying the engine stand, and we couldn't really get the heads on with it swinging from the cherry picker really easy, so we decided to throw it in so we can torque the heads down good. And I guess at this point, my only concern is getting the distributor in. I hope that it's not going to hit on the lip right here when we're trying to put the distributor in, but it shouldn't, because the hole where the distributor goes in, oh, that's not good.
You got it, Peggy?
Yeah, I'm gonna come down.
The distributor goes down right there.
So we gotta push over on that edge.
We might be okay. I hope we're okay for that. So we'll be back probably once we start putting the heads on, or maybe once we get the heads on.
You guys
want
to set that transmission down nice and slow?
Quick.
Good and slow.
Quick? Not quick.
Oh boy. Alright, we got the heads on, and now we are putting on the rocker arms. And we gotta steal 5 rocker arms off of my old motor, because this engine came minus 5 rocker arms. Gotta make sure the 305 rocker arms and the 350 rocker arms, same thing. Yeah.
They look very slightly different. The molding on the one looks a little bit different than the other. It just looks...
No, there's a bigger bump on this side, but there's also a bigger bump on that side, so it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, there's a hole in that.
It's all screwed up.
There's a hole on that. So we should be good. The other issue, I don't know if we explained this, but right there, that's not a good shot. Right there is where the fuel pump is supposed to go, and it's just solid metal right there. There's no way a fuel pump is ever going to run right there.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's why we're...
So we're going to need to get some kind of electric fuel pump. We're going to have to mount that like right here. These are our fuel lines.
I guess you could mount the pump literally anywhere. It doesn't matter that it has to be...
Well, the mechanical fuel pump has to be right there because it's driven off the cam.
Well, yeah, but we're not going to go with mechanical.
But if we get an electric fuel pump,
you could put it anywhere.
we're just going to put it on right here. That's where the fuel is coming from the gas tank, which is coming out right now.
It made a big mess down there.
And now
It was dripping all over my head.
siphoning itself out. So now we're making a mess on the floor. So, alright, I think we're going to be done for tonight, and we will pick up back in the morning. I accidentally went ahead and did a lot of work without recording anything, because I frankly just forgot about it. Oh my gosh. But anyways, we finally got the battery hooked up, and we have some sort of success. Even though Peter was an idiot, and the first time we tried to start it, he didn't push the clutch in, because that's not how his car works. Even though on most cars, yeah, you actually need to push the clutch in to get it to start. So, whip her over once or twice. Actually, keep going with it. I want to see if fuel comes out of right there. I guess not. Alright, we should be good with that then. So now, all we need to do is put on headers and get the fuel pump put on. And this probably won't still start because something else will happen. But, theoretically, that's all that needs to happen. And it's only 7:15. We got all the time in the world. Except I think Connor's probably going to go to bed because he's tired. But that's fine. That is totally fine. We got to go in and eat, though, right now because we're all starving because we have only eaten one meal yet today. So we're going to go do that. Hey. We've been, I don't even know, what have we all got done so far? Lots of fiddly stuff. We haven't gotten to it. Oh, did we get headers bolted on?
Yeah, I got one header. That header is finished over there. I'm finishing this one over here, yeah.
Okay. So we need spark plugs, and we're still working on the fuel system, which we got going right here. Now I'm going to show you guys what we got for the fuel system. So, underneath, there's 4 fuel lines. They'll all look the same. And one is bigger. 2 of these are brake lines, 1 is a return line, and this is the gas going that way to the engine. Now we mounted a new fuel pump right there on the underside of the car. Fuel needs to go in here, and it's going to pump it out right there and send it back up to the engine where we need it to be. So what we did is we just cut this right here. That goes right there, we cut it, and it hooks on right there. So this was connected like that. And that was probably not the smartest way to do this, because as soon as we started cutting it, there's gas in the gas tank. We cut it with a handsaw. We weren't going to make sparks, blow ourselves up. Weren't worried about that. So the only issue is fuel started spurting everywhere, and we had that much time. Wow, this is not going to focus. We had that much time to cut through that fuel line, and that's how close we cut it. Fill up that pan. But we got it, and now we just got some kind of weird siphon going. It's coming out of there and back into the gas tank. It's not really doing that, but that's what we got going for that right now. And after that, we gotta make another cut in this right here. Follow that along. We're gonna cut it right here so that we can hook from here to there. We'll do that, get that hooked up, and then we're gonna just shove a hose on here, clamp it down, and then quick pull this off, shove the other hose on, and call it quits with that. Cause this hose is too big. We need to use smaller hose. So I don't know how exactly we're gonna work that out. We need to cram some smaller hose onto this while there's fuel flowing out of it. There's a vice grips on. There's some rubber hose up over there by the fuel tank, and I put a vice grips on it, but it didn't really do much. So yeah, that's what we got going on right now. So we're getting there.
We're almost done.
We are almost done. I can't believe we actually managed to make it this far.
In 1 weekend.
In 1 weekend. So
What, 2 days?
2 days.
Just go by hours.
Yeah, days are irrelevant right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's only 9 o'clock.
We started at 7 o'clock last time and got done at 3, so... I know, we started at 7:30. We started at 7:30 last night,
It was a
and
little
then
under 8 hours.
went till 3, so what's that, 8 hours?
About, yeah.
7 hours? Yeah,
8 hours.
no.
It's 8 hours.
Maybe like 8 or 9 hours. And then today, how many hours we got? We started
Since, well, 1, because we had to go shopping. We went shopping till 1 o'clock and bought all that stuff we needed to get. And we also got that. My mom's boombox from 1986, probably, the year that this Camaro is. My mom got that when she was in middle school. And it's awesome. Alright, well, we're going to keep working at this, and I'm going to finish getting the fuel pump hooked up. Peter's going to finish the rest of whatever needs to happen up there. And we're going to get this thing cranking over here, and what are you going to say, an hour?
Let me film this.
Everything's clear of the fan. Yes. Okay. Put it in neutral.
Oh, heck. I can't even push the clutch in. My foot is gone.
I think he has a rocking issue.
No.
Push it out, guys.
No, come on, let him do it. Let
Yeah, I
him
know.
Why push
It'll
it out?
be less echoey out in the driveway.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna be over here.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You need somebody to rain down the carb.
Here, gloves.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
I hope so.
Turn the key up while you're at it.
Okay, look up the oil pressure gauge first. Adam, which one is it?
I don't know.
You have the thing.
No fuel pump on and let it pump fuel up.
Alright, good.
Good. Where should we see the fuel coming out of?
Nothing until I start pushing the gas pedal down.
Okay, send it.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Hell.
You could probably take the charger off.
Alright, I'm gonna try it again. It's running at no idle, like all the way no idle. How do we adjust that? Is this idle? Yeah, this is the idle. What's that plug for? Probably something to adjust the idle.
Nice. Okay, leave it there.
This thing with us.
We're not even gonna drive it.
Oh.
Nah.
I wouldn't drive this thing yet.
12 seconds later.
We back. You bump.
There you go.